I will be discussing the basic structure of the animal cell, but before I can go any further, I would like to give some background information. Cells were first discovered in 1665 by the British scientist Robert Hooke. He used the crude optical microscope of his time in the 17th century, but without his discovery, we wouldn't have all the knowledge of microbiology that we have now. Another man by the name Theodor Schwann, who was a German physiologist, contributed to the development of the cell theory by observing the many different properties of animal cells. The cell theory being that all living things are made up of cells. The cell is the structural and functional unit of all living things, and all cells come from pre-existing cells. Here on the back of the cell model, on the pointy parts of the cell membrane are known as the cilia, which are responsible for moving fluid or materials past the cell while it's in an inactive stage. Over here in the middle, we have the nucleus, which can be considered as the brain of the cell, storing DNA and coordinating the cell's activities. The mitochondria, being the red kidney-shaped organelles, are also known as the powerhouse of the cell, converting oxygen and nutrients into energy. The overall outside of the cell is known as the cell or plasma membrane, which regulates the passage of molecules in and out of the cell. These little green organelles are known as lysosomes, which are responsible for breaking down any cellular waste products. This yellow organelle over here is known as the Golgi apparatus, which is responsible for distributing any of the cell's chemical products. And finally, it's a little hard to see, but the gel-like substance that is inside of the cell is known as the cytoplasm. It is there to hold all organelles together, but doesn't include the nucleus. This has been a brief and basic explanation of the structure of an animal cell.